Hi there. One of my favorite things about fall is apple cider and cooking with apple cider. So today we're going to make apple cider braised chicken thighs. I've got my biggest cast iron over here. I wrote this recipe on the website. It's for 4 chicken thighs because normally it's just Billy and I. So I'm kind of doubling it tonight. But when you go to the website, just know it's going to be written for 4 chicken thighs. So you need some kind of skillet that can go from stove to oven. I've got mine heating up. I've got my chicken thighs here up to room temperature, patted dry, and I am going to generously salt and pepper both sides. So into my hot pan here, I'm going to do a tablespoon of, and you could do your extra virgin olive oil here, or I'm using avocado. And to that, I'm going to do a tablespoon of butter. Now I've got my oven heated up, ready to go, 375. Now I am going to do my chicken skin side down, and I want this really crispy, so I'm going to go a good 5 to 6 minutes. All right, now that we have seared that side, we're going to flip them, and then we're going to cook on the other side 2 to 3 minutes. Take those out, set them aside, and then I am going to do 1 onion in here, and we're just going to cook that for 3 to 4 minutes. Let that soften up, and I am going to add a pinch of salt to that, and that'll help them release that moisture and soften up. Now, you could here add a little flour to make a roux to make this sauce thicker, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let it reduce and thicken in the oven, and then when it comes out of the oven, I'm going to mount it with a little cold butter, and that's going to give me some nice body for the sauce. A couple cloves of garlic minced. Give that about 30 seconds. 2 big heaping tablespoons of Dijon mustard, and 1/2 cup chicken stock. For the 4 chicken thighs, I say 1 cup of apple cider. You can get this all whisked up. I've got some fresh thyme sprigs that I want to drop in here. I'm going to give this a minute to come to a nice boil before I put my chicken back in. And I'm also going to taste it to see if it needs any seasoning. One thing I love about this is just really simple ingredients, so you can really get this in your oven pretty quick, and then into that oven we're going to go 30 minutes uncovered. Okay, so our 30 minutes are up, so I'm going to take this chicken out and set it aside. I'm also going to go ahead and remove these sprigs of thyme. Now I have 2 tablespoons of cold butter, and I'm going to mount this in here. Now this is going to give your sauce some richness and some body. And it's important that you do this with cold butter, and we're going to keep whisking that in until it gets nice and smooth. I am going to nestle my chicken back in here, scoop some of that beautifulness on top, and then I'm going to serve mine just right out of the cast iron skillet. So I hope you like this easy fall dish packed with fall flavors.